அனைவருக்கும் வணக்கம். ஜவஹர்லால் நேரு பல்கலைக்கழக சிறப்பு நிலை தமிழ்துறை ஒருங்கிணைக்கும் சிறப்பு சொற்பொழிவுக்கு வருகை தந்துள்ள அனைவரையும் வரவேற்கிறோம். சொற்பொழிவு தொடரின் முதல் அமர்வு அறியப்படாத சோழர் கால கோயில்கள் என்னும் தலைப்பை நேற்றைய தினம் நடைபெற்றது. அதனைத் தொடர்ந்து இன்றைய அமர்வு சிற்பங்களின் பரிணாமம் பல்லவர் காலம் முதல் விஜயநகர ஆட்சி காலம் வரை என்னும் தலைப்பில் நடைபெற உள்ளது. இத்தலைப்பினில் உரையாற்ற வருமாறு திரு குருமூர்த்தி ஐயா அவர்களை வரவேற்கிறேன்.
யூடியூப்ல போட போறோம், அதுக்கு தெளிவா
எல்லோருக்கும் காலை வணக்கங்கள். இன்னைக்கு தமிழ்ல பேசுறதா இங்கிலீஷ்ல பேசுறதான ஒரு பெரிய கன்ஃபியூஷன். நான் ரெண்டு கலந்து பேசுறேன் சார். நீங்க உங்களுக்கு பிடிக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன்னா ரெண்டு கலந்துதான் பேசலாம். நான் இருக்கேன் இல்ல தமிழ்ல தான் பேசணும்னா தமிழையும் பேசுறேன். எனக்கு என்னோட தமிழை நீங்க அக்செப்ட் பண்ணீங்கன்னா நான் பேச தயார். Today's topic is about evolution of sculptures from the Pallavas to Vijaya Nagar. இந்த டாபிக்ல நம்ம பேச போறோம். எவல்யூஷன்னா ஒரு பரிமாண வளர்ச்சி, எப்படி இந்த சிற்பக்கலைகள் வளர்ச்சி அடைஞ்சது ஒரு பீரியட் ஆஃப் டைம். அதாவது ஒரு நம்ம என்ன சொல்ல போறோம், கிட்டத்தட்ட ஒரு 1000 வருஷ காலம் இந்த சிற்பக்கலைகள் எப்படி வளர்ச்சி அடைஞ்சது இந்த தமிழ்நாட்டில. பல்வேறு சாம்ராஜ்யங்கள் இந்த தமிழ்நாட்டில் ஆக்கிருக்காங்க. பல்லவர்கள் இருந்து சோழர்கள், பாண்டியர்கள், பொய்சாளர்கள், ராஷ்டிரகூடர்கள் எல்லாம் ஆண்டிருக்காங்க. கடைசியா விஜயநகர் தான் லாஸ்ட் டைனாஸ்டி பீப்புள். அத்தனை பேரும் அவங்களுடைய முக்கியமான கான்ட்ரிபியூஷன்ஸ் கொடுத்திருக்காங்க. ஸோ அதோட வளர்ச்சி எப்படி இருந்திருக்கு அங்கிட்டு பார்த்துருக்கா இன்றைய லெக்சருடைய தமிழ்நாட்டில் எத்தனையோ கோயில்கள் இருக்கு. கோயில்கள் இந்த பாரத பூமியில பல ஆண்டு காலம் முன்னால இருந்து இருக்கு. 4000 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னால இருந்து இந்த கோயில்கள் இந்த நாட்டுல பரவி இருக்கு. கோயில்கள்னா ஆரம்ப காலத்துல வேத காலத்துல எல்லாம் கோயிலுக்கும் ஒரு வீட்டுக்கும் வித்தியாசம் இருக்காது. சாதாரணமா நம்ம அநேக வீடுகள் எப்படி இருந்தோ அது போலயே இருக்கும். அதுக்குள்ள உண்டான அந்த ரிச்சுவல்ஸ் எல்லாம் நடக்கிறதுனால அது கோயில்னு வச்சுக்கிறாங்க. நாள்பட அந்த கோயிலுக்கு ஒரு தனி ஐடென்டிட்டி கொடுக்கணும்னு சொல்லி தனியா அதை கட்டியிருக்காங்க, தனியா வழிபாட்டு முறைகளுக்காக. So those temples were made of brick and mortar like any other house in மாதிரி என்ன விதமான பொருள்கள் எல்லாம் வச்சு வீடு கட்டினாங்களோ அது போல அது கட்டினாங்க. சாரி, கேன் ஐ ஷிஃப்ட் இங்கிலீஷ்? கொஞ்சம் கஷ்டமா இருக்குது. சாரி. So these temples were built in brick and mortar. So when it's built in brick and mortar, it was perishable. So it did not last for a long time. So all these temples were like this in brick and mortar, and they were all in perishable mode. But they said the place where the God lives has to be something more permanent. And how do we do about it? So அதுக்கெல்லாம் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் என்ன பண்ணாங்க, பாறைகளை குடைஞ்சி குடவரை கோயில்கள்னு ஆரம்பிச்சாங்க. ஸோ முதல்ல என்ன பண்ணாங்க, பாறைகள் எங்க எல்லாம் மலைப்பகுதி இருக்கோ அந்த மலைப்பகுதியில் இருக்கிற பாறைகள் they just started excavating it and made a structure like this inside a cave. So this were called as cave temples, குடவரை கோயில்கள் தமிழ்ல சொல்லுவாங்க. இந்த மாதிரி கட்டிருக்காங்க. இங்க தமிழ்நாட்டுல பல்லவர் காலத்துல இருந்து ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்கு. அதுக்கு முன்னால பாண்டியர்களும் குடவரை பண்ணியிருக்காங்க. எல்லாமே இருக்கு. சோ ஆனா இந்த குடவரை கோயில்கள் இருந்து என்ன ஆகுதுன்னா ஒரு what is the problem is that this temple has to be in a place where there is a rock formation. எங்க ஒரு கல்பகுதி இருக்கோ அங்கதான் இந்த கோயில் கட்ட முடியும். நம்ம இங்க இருக்கிற இடத்துல கல் இல்லைன்னா அந்த கோயில் இல்லை. சோ எல்லாரும் வந்து பார்க்கறதுக்கு எங்க மக்கள் வசிக்கிறாங்களோ அங்க கோயில் கட்டுறது பெட்டர்ன்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஸ்ட்ரக்சரல் டெம்பிள்ஸ் கேம் இன்டு எக்ஸிஸ்டன்ஸ். ஸ்ட்ரக்சரல் டெம்பிள்ஸ்னா என்ன? பல விதமான பொருட்கள், கல், மண், எல்லாமே கொண்டு வந்து ஒண்ணு மேல ஒண்ணு அடுக்கி ஒரு கோயிலா உருவாக்கிட்டு ஸ்ட்ரக்சரல் டெம்பிள்ஸ் சொல்லுவாங்க. அந்த மாதிரி ஸ்ட்ரக்சரல் டெம்பிள்ஸ் வந்து ஆரம்பிச்சாங்க. எப்போது 7ஆம் நூற்றாண்டு ராஜசிம்ம பல்லவன் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் இந்த குடவரை கோயில்கள் மாற்றம் பெற்று அந்த ஸ்ட்ரக்சரல் டெம்பிள்ஸ் கட்டுறதுக்காக மகாபலிபுரத்தில் அவர் கட்டும் முதல் கோயில் இதுதான். மகாபலிபுரம் இந்த ஷோர் டெம்பிள் இங்கே கட்டினாரு. பதமலையிலே கட்டினார். இது வந்து இந்த கோயிலோட கட்டுமானத்தை பார்க்கும்போது இது ஒரு தனி ரகமா இருக்கு. அந்த ஒரு ரகமான கோயில் கட்டுமானம் எப்படி இருக்குன்னு பேஸ் பண்ணி இதுக்கு வந்து திராவிட சம்பிரதாய கோயில்கள் என்ன பேர் வச்சாங்க. திராவிட சம்பிரதாயம்னா இது தமிழ்நாடுக்கு மாத்திர சம்பந்தம் இல்லை. திராவிட நாடுங்கிறது என்டையர் சவுத் ஆஃப் இந்தியா. சோ அந்த நாட்டுல இருக்கக்கூடிய கோயில்கள் இந்த மாதிரி கட்ட ஆரம்பிச்சாங்க. சோ அதுக்கு உண்டான மூல காரணமா அமைஞ்சதுதான் இந்த தஞ்சாவூர் இது மகாபலிபுரம் ஷோர். இதுக்கப்புறம் என்ன பண்ணாங்கன்னா சோழர்கள் காலத்துல இந்த கோயில்கள் வந்து புதுப்பிச்சு கட்டினாங்க. பாடற்பெற்ற சிலங்கள் அது இது போல எல்லாம் இருக்கிறது. அவங்க கட்டின கோயில் பிரம்மாண்டமா பெருசா இல்லாம சின்னதா இருந்த நீதிக்கே நான் இது வந்து ஒரு கலையாப்பட்டின்னு ஒரு இடத்துல கோயில். அதுக்கு ஆதித்ய சோழன் கட்டின கோயில் சின்ன கோயில், பழைய ரொம்ப சிதிலமாயி இன்னைக்கு இருக்கு. இந்த மாதிரிதான் ஒரு கோயில்னா ஒரு கர்ப்பகிரகம் இருக்கும், அதுக்கு மேல விமானம் இருக்கும். அந்த விமானத்துக்கு ஒரு கர்ப்பகிரகத்துக்குள்ள சுவாமி இருக்கும், முன்னால அர்த்த மண்டபம் இருக்கும். அன்னைக்கு இந்த அர்த்த மண்டபம் முடிஞ்சு போச்சு. சோ இந்த மாதிரி கோயில்கள் வந்து சோழர்கள் கட்ட ஆரம்பிச்சாங்க. சோ இப்படி வந்து பரிமாண வளர்ச்சியில வந்துருக்கிறது. முதல்ல பாறையை குடைஞ்சு கோயில் கட்டிட்டோம் மகேந்திரவர்மன். மகேந்திரவர்ம பல்லவன் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் பாறையை குடைஞ்சு ஒரு கோயில் கட்டினாங்க. அதுதான் அந்த கோயில் தான் மண்டகப்பட்டு. மண்டகப்பட்டுங்கிறது விழுப்புரத்துக்கு இருக்கக்கூடிய ஒரு கிராமத்துல அற்புதமான குடவரை கோயில் வச்சோம். இது வந்து என்னன்னா 3 வாயில்கள் கொண்ட அந்த இது பிரம்மா, விஷ்ணு, ஈஸ்வரன் 3 பேருக்கும் கொடுத்தான கோயிலா இதை பார்த்தோம். So this was dedicated to the Trinity of the 3 gods, Brahma, Vishnu and Ishvara. So he has written an inscription in Sanskrit. It says, இந்த கோயில நான் வந்து அது செங்கல், மண்ணு, மரம், உலோகம் போன்ற எதையும் உபயோகப்படுத்தாமல் நான் இருக்கும் பாறையை குடைந்து இந்த கோயிலை அமைச்சிருக்கேன். இது யாருக்குன்னா சிவா, பிரம்மா, விஷ்ணு 3 உண்டான லட்சிதாந்தர கிரகம் வந்து இந்த கோயில லட்சிதாங்கா இதோட பேர். இப்படிப்பட்ட கோயில்ல முதல்ல ஒண்ணு என்ன பண்ணிட்டாங்கன்னா 2 சிற்பங்கள், வாயில் காவல்கள் சிற்பங்கள், துவாரபாலர்கள் சிற்பங்கள், இது 2 தான் அந்த கல்லோட சேர்த்து செஞ்சது. உள்ளுக்குள்ளே இருக்கக்கூடிய கர்ப்பகிரகத்துக்குள்ளே இருக்கக்கூடிய மூர்த்திகள் கல்லால செய்யல. அந்த காலத்துல அவங்களுக்கு எப்படி வச்சிருந்தாங்க, மேபி மரத்துல பண்ணின ஒரு ரூபமா இருந்திருக்கலாம், இல்ல அந்த செவர பூசி சுதை பூசி அதுக்கு மேல வளர்ந்த ஓவியங்களாக இருக்கலாம், இப்படி வேணா இருக்கலாம். அதுக்கு உண்டான ஆதாரங்கள் எதுவும் இல்லை. ஆனா மூலமூர்த்தி இருக்கக்கூடிய அந்த கர்ப்பகிரகம் இது காலையில் தான் இருக்கு. ஆனா இது மூன்று தெய்வங்களுக்கும் உரித்தான கோயில்கள் அந்த கல்வெட்டுல தெரியும். சோ இப்படி ஆரம்பிச்சதுதான் அந்த கற்கோயில் குடவரை கோயில்கள். அந்த அற்புதமான குடவரை கோயில்களை பாருங்க, எவ்வளவு அழகான ஒரு பாறை. அந்த பாறை எவ்வளவு அழகா கொடுத்து 3 கோயில்கள் கிட்ட எத்தனை வருஷத்துல இந்த படியெல்லாம் இப்ப பிற்காலத்துல வந்தது. அந்த காலத்துல அந்த கோயிலுக்கு எப்படி ஏறி போய் பார்த்தாங்கிறது எனக்கு தெரியாது. ஆனா இந்த படிகளை பார்க்கறது பிற்காலத்துல வந்தது. 2 பியூட்டிஃபுல் துவாரபாலகர்கள் இந்த பக்கம் how majestic that fellow looks. அவன் நின்றுக்கிற அழகே பார்த்தானா ஒரு பெரிய கம்பீரத்தோட இருக்கு. சரியான ஒரு கம்பீரத்தோட அவர் பார்த்து அப்படி ஒரு சொல்ற இது சிவனோட கோயில், நானாக்கம் பாதுகாக்கிறேன் அப்படிங்கிற அந்த ஒரு உணர்ச்சியோடு அவன் அவ்வளவு அழகா இருக்கு. இப்போ அதுக்கப்புறம் மாமண்டூர் போன்ற பல இடங்கள்ல மகேந்திரவர்மன் குடவரை கோயில்கள் அமைச்சாங்க. அந்த அத்தனை மாதிரி கோயில்களையும் இந்த மாதிரி சிம்பிள் ஸ்ட்ரக்சர்ஸ் தான் இருந்திருக்கு. பெரிய அதுல ஒரு வேலைப்பாடுகளோ எதுவும் இல்லை. ஆனா மகேந்திரவர்மன் காஞ்சிபுரத்துல ஆண்டுட்டு காவேரியோட பூமியான திருச்சிராப்பள்ளியில ஒரு கோயில், மலைக்கோட்டை சொல்றோம் இல்லையா, அந்த மலைக்கோட்டையில ஒரு குடவரை கோயில் கட்டி, அந்த குடவரை கோயில்ல ஃபர்ஸ்ட் டைம் அவன் ஒரு அற்புதமான சிற்பத்தை படிச்சான். இதுதான் கங்காதர சிற்பம். மலைக்கோயில நீங்க ஏறி போனீங்கன்னா அந்த தாய்மான சுவாமி கோயில் முடிஞ்சு மேல உச்சிப்பிள்ளையார் கோயில் போகிற வழியில இந்த கோயில் இருக்கும். ரொம்ப அற்புதமா கீழே ஒரு குடவரை கோயிலுக்கு அது வேற. இது பல்லவர்கள் கட்டிட்டு 6வது நூற்றாண்டுல கட்டிட்டாங்க. அவ்வளவு அற்புதமான கங்காதர் சிவன் வேலை இருந்து பகீரதன் கொண்டு வந்த அந்த கங்கையை தன் தலையில சூழ்கிறார். அந்த அற்புதமான காட்சியை காமிக்கிறார். அந்த சிவன் நிற்கிற அந்த ஒரு போச பாருங்க, அவர் நிற்கக்கூடிய அந்த அழகு எவ்வளவு அற்புதமா இருக்கு. அந்த ஒரு காலை மடிச்சு ஒரு காலை ஊனி அந்த கங்கையை தலையில வாங்கி அந்த இந்த கங்கையை சூழ்கிறப்ப தமிழே போலாம். Yeah. So I can go into English. Okay. So this is the sculpture of Gangadhara. Gangadhara, Shiva comes, the Ganga flows from the heavens. He takes it in this matted blocks like that. So this is Gangadhara, a beautiful representation of a basilisk sculpture, right from the back wall of the. So this is the first ever sculptural art that came during the Pallava art in the cave temples of Mahendravarman. Then from there, another close up how beautifully he takes the Ganga there into his matted block, and that's the Ganas and so many others are there representing it. Some say that is Mahendravarman himself is praying to Gangadhara and all that. And one side it's Bhagirath and the celestials on the other side and all that. So this particular cave of Gangadhara in Tiruchirappalli, his son, Mahendravarman's son, Narasapalavan, when he moved out to Kanchipuram, close to the port city of Mahabalipuram, he excavated a lot of rock cut temples. And the rock cut temples are something phenomenally beautiful. And Mahendravarman started this rocket. Mahendravarman started rocket. Narasimhavarman refined it. Now you see on the temple of Mahendravarman, where the pillars were not decorative or it was just fluid mass. Here, decorative pillars were introduced, and inside also they started bringing in a lot of sculptural value to that. They introduced a lot of sculpture. They scooped up another sanctum inside the rock, right rock. And thereby installed the deity which was supposed to be worshipped there inside. And that's how these rock cut excavations refined over a period of time during the Narasimha Varma. And there's always a debate whether it is Narasimha Varma or Raja Narasimha Udil. That's not our area of study. Let's not go into that. But he assumed that it goes by the name of Narasimha Varma. He had built it beautifully. And now coming to that sculptures there. Look at that. That's one of the wonderful sculptures that you see there. This is Mahalakshmi, the goddess Mahalakshmi. She's seated on the Padma. Normally, when we see a god, we say she's seated on Padmasana. So Padmasana is more legs. This is Padma as her asana. She's seated. And beautifully, look at the proportions they are made. Look at the two elephants. What size of the elephants? Look at the size of the Lakshmi. Very proportionately cut. The human size and the elephant size. And look at the way how continuously she's having the Abhisheka. This lady, she drinks the water, uses it for the other ladies, and then the elephant takes it up in its trunk and pours it. By the time the other elephant has completed the Abhisheka, she gives back, that elephant gives back the pot to the side. So the continuous Abhisheka is going on. How beautifully they have brought it into this amazing sculpture it is. Next one, in this variety of this Varahamurthy. Look at this Varahamurthy. How beautifully they have chiseled it out. The first Varaha cave is built by the Guptas in Udayagiri. There you will see the human body and the face do not match at all. But look at the way this human body with the Varaha face, how beautifully it is blended into one. And how beautifully this Varaha is represented. He goes down to the Mahaloka, brings out Bhumi, his concept. As she comes out, he's so happy. Look at that snout. He's nuzzling her breast. So happy. And look at the way in which he's attended to Bhumi. All that is remarkable work of sculptural art. Now we say, Western art is the great. They don't, Indian art is no, it's just a flat art, we don't have profiles and things like that. Look at this 1,400 years back they have done this. Look at this man standing there, totally exposed, his back is exposed. He's looking at Varaha. Look at the three-dimensional effect that has been brought here. And the other person is slightly bent. Look at that way in which the profile is present. How beautifully they have brought it. The depth of that Varaha is emerging, and all of them are looking around to that. So this is not a Western concept which has been introduced. This is a concept taken from here by the Westerns, I could say that. So that way, 1,400 years back, they have done this wonderful way of a sculptural art on a panel work. Now coming to the next beautiful cave of the Mahabharata, what we call as this Mahishasura cave. This is right below the lighthouse, or the old lighthouse we call Lokaleshwara Swami temple. And that temple there on top once was the place where they used to light the fire there for this as a lighthouse for those days. This cave temple right below is one of the remarkable work of art. I would say there's no one in any case of this world, there's an art that matches this quality and this beauty in representation. Look at that cave. There's got 3 shrines inside. Maybe it was dedicated to Brahma, Vishnu, and Ishvara. But deep aside, all the pillars also said the pillar is gone, and then ASI has replaced it with one number there to support it, all that. But inside that, the sculptural art, if you see that, look at that. One side you have Mahishasura, and here the side you have Vishnu. The center portion was dedicated to Shiva, And that was extended beautifully to the water. Everything scooped out of a light rock. It is not something made and kept there. Everything is scooped out of a light rock and taken out, including the steps and the stairs. Everything is more beautifully scooped out of the light rock. And the three Sannidhis guarded by Pallavas. On one side you have the great Mahishasuramarthini panel, and this side you have Vishnu. Two contrasting. There's a fight which is going on with noise and sound and everything. It's a violent action scene. Here it is calm, serene, Nidra of Mahavishnu. What two contrast actions? Why should it be there? On the same temple, right opposite. That shows the state of the mind of everybody. You are of different emotions, but oneness, God is there. Look at this, Mahishasura. The Durga is seated on the Simhavahana. She's coming to attack the Mahisha. Mahisha is a demon with a buffalo head. The buffalo head represents ignorance or a dull-headedness, everything. He comes there. She comes from there charging like that. When she comes charging like that, the demon is taken by a shock and he wants to run away. He is looking at her and running away. He's not just turning his back at her, he's looking at her and running away. What an animation is just back into the school. This particular sculpture. Look at that. All the gunners around the Durga are also in fighting room. My eye was look at that. 8 arms of Durga is so beautifully positioned, all the weapons. Then again another guy holding a basket there. The umbrella there on top of that. And all the gunners are there, rejoicing the attack of Durga. They are not carrying much weapons, but they are all giving the howling sounds, rejoicing the beautiful victory of Durga. And look at the way she comes majestically like that, with chest up and head held high. How beautifully he has conceived this particular thing in Nadu. And this side, look at Mahisha. He's in Durga. He runs away. He is so frightened. He tramples upon his own people. Proceeded so he tramples upon his own people and then he runs away. And look at that, all the generals of this Mahisha are also running. They are not standing there. They are also running. They keep moving. And this side of it is a contrast to that. That was a violent battle scene. This side is a contrast. Vishnu is in Yoga Nidra. What is this Yoga Nidra? What is this panel premise? It comes from the Devi Mahatmya Purana. When Devi Mahatmya Purana talks about Devi's victory over the demons, the first chapter is dedicated to Madhu Kaitava. In that it says, the Madhu and Kaitava are two demons who came out of the dirt of the Mahavishnu's years. They wanted to take Bhumi Devi and go away. So when they go, Mahavishnu doesn't know that. He's fast asleep in this Yoga Nidra. Now, how do you get over this Yoga Nidra? The Devi, Nidra Devi has to get out. So all the Devas are praying for it, the Nidra Devi to go. That you see there, the lady there, Nidra Devi, she goes out of Mahavishnu. Mahavishnu comes awake, and then she does the Vada of the Bhumi. This is a Puranic story as said in Devi Mahatmya. That's been brought up. A lot of people say it is Mahavishnu Lingam, but they don't understand to read this particular thing in that context. Now see the Nidra Devi going. Why should the female ladies be shown there to get out of and fly out? And look at the Devas praying there. And down below this Bhumi Devi surrendering herself to Mahavishnu. And look at that Madhukaitava. Now they understand the Mahavishnu is opened his eyes and they're running away, fleeing away from that place. And that's how it's beautifully depicted. See that, very clearly you can see that Nidra Devi there, going away, and Madhu and Kaitava seeing that Mahavishnu has opened his eyes, they are running away, and all the Devas are there who were there praying for the Nidra Devi to get out of it. And finally, what beautiful sculpture is called the most beautiful open air basilica of Mahavishnu. Descent of Ganga. People call it descent of Ganga, Arjuna, Tapas, and so on. Now let's go by the word Arjuna Tapas. This is a tapas of Arjuna as explained in the Mahabharata. Mahabharata scene is explained here beautifully. Arjuna wants to get the Paspadastra, he wants to Himalayas and does it. Whatever is explained in the text of that as how Himalayas was there is beautifully depicted here in this country. What lot of wildlife was there, what lot of life was there, everything is so beautifully depicted. And we closely see that. Now look at that. Arjuna is going to tapas with eyes closed to Shiva. And Shiva appears there in front of him, giving the Paspadastra. And all the Ganas are seen around with Shiva holding him. So this is the place where Shiva gave the Paspadastra to Arjuna. Now, where did it happen? It happened in the Himalayas. The Himalayas, how do you know? The natural cleft of the rock formation is used beautifully by the artist to show the Ganga descent. So the Ganga is flowing from the Himalayas and coming down to Rishikesh. So that is shown very clearly. It's flowing from the top and coming down. As the river flows, the Gangas are all emerging out of it. Now, as the Ganga flows down from the great heights of Himalayas, first thing that you see is the Kshetra of Badrinath. The Badrinath Kshetra, Vishnu is there in the temple. All the rishis and munis are praying there. And the Ganga is enjoyed by the Gandharvas and everybody. Look at that. So many rishis are there on the banks of Badrinath temple. And that's how the Ganga flows in this world. At this side of the panel, there are two ways to look at it. Shiva came and gave the Paspadastra to Arjuna. Stop. And this side, was celebrating how the Paspada was given there. You have the Chandra and Surya on either side, all the Gandharvas, Kinnaras, Kimpurishas, everybody here. Kinnara is a very beautiful thing. Human body is a bird-like body. Human face is a bird-like body. Kinnara, Kimpurisha. All these things are there celebrating that Arjuna getting the Paspadastra. You can also say they are also celebrating the descent of Ganga from the Himalayas. Whatever way you look at it, the wildlife that is there in the Himalayas is beautifully seen. Look at that. When the water comes and touches the ground, all the animals come to drink water. Look at the elephants, a family of elephants, a human herd of elephants is coming there to drink water. You can see that beautifully here. All the calves, the mothers, everybody is there. And look at that. When the Ganga flows down to Haridwar, Rishikesh, people are going there, Surya Namaskaras, Siddha and whatnot. Everything's happening. Look at the way the Lord is looking at the Surya and doing Namaskaras there. Right opposite, there's one also headed. See one cat that's also trying to imitate this man and do the Surya Namaskara. All the mice are watching it. It's a way of deception. So they think this is the same thing, cat, nothing will happen. The more they think that way, this will bounce on. So that also happens there. How beautifully the artist has done it over 1,000 years back is unimaginable vast subject of marketing. When we come to the monoliths, monoliths are a single piece of stone cut completely into a rock. The spot you see is the Ganesha Ratha. And actually, this is Ganesha Ratha is fully this only structure in Mahabalipuram which is fully completed as a temple. So this particular temple is today called as the Ganesha Ratha, but earlier it was a Shiva temple, and this was called as Adhyamita Kama Pallaveshwara. In the inscriptions call it. Look at that beautiful, wonderful Ganesh Ratha, which you see here. Today, people, as the Shivalingam is not there, people about 50, 60 years got one Ganesha from somewhere and kept it there, and today they call it as Ganesh Ratha. The Panchapandava Rathas is the most beautiful monuments of the Mahabalipuram. They are carved out of different rocks. The tallest rock used for Dharmaraja Ratha, followed by the Arjuna Ratha, and the octagonal Shikara, Bhima Ratha, everything. And the wagon like Ratha, and the two other rocks are used for Draupadi and resembling the heart and Sahara the aspidal aspect of it. There are three freestanding animals also shown in this. They are beautiful. Each of the rathas are different in style. They all pertain to the Dravidian style of architecture. And these monuments are left unfinished to a major extent. And that's the reason we are able to understand how beautifully and what were the techniques used in building this particular temple. And all these monoliths are scooped out of a single rock surface from the top, which is clearly evident as you see the structure. This is five monolithic rock cut temples called the Panchapandava Rathas. Nothing to do with Panchapandava, nothing to do anything with them. It's just different models of Dravidian type of architecture which is being explored. And none of these temples were made for worship. None of these temples are completed. None of the temples had installed an idol or anything for worship. But it's only a graceful way of depicting the five different styles of architecture that were used in the Dravidian architecture. What you see is the Draupadi Ratha, which is just like a small hut, a place of dwelling. We have the four corners, the four sides, all with the niches of stained glass has been represented here. See, if it had been a finance completed temple and under worship, there should have been a stupi on the top. That stupi is down below. It is cut from the same rock. It's not even removed from the rock. If it had gone up there and placed there, then it would have been a final temple. So that was not done. And down below also, here are all those sculptures. Thanks to last tsunami, all these got exposed. Earlier they thought it was only a sample. The next behind that is the Arjuna Ratha. This is Bhima Ratha. They call it Bhima Ratha because it's big. Actually, this formation of temple is made for Anantasayana Vishnu. Vishnu in reclining pose should have been the god. If that's going to be a temple for that, it will be like this. long, lengthy one. That's what is shown here. And this is again a different type of triple architecture, which is known as Gajar Prishta Viman. Gajar means elephant, Prishta means that. Gajar Prishta Vimanam is that a Vimanam that represents the back of the elephant, which is shown here as the Sahadeya. This is a typical Dravidian style of people. In the octagonal Shikara, Ardha Mandapa is seen, and of course, this is also a totally unfinished temple. Look at the Shikara there. Architectural level seen is a remarkable beauty. We see the most beautiful Pallavas sculptures that are exquisite and perfect setting, for example, for the later temples. What you see is the Varadha. Now, it has got three levels, three pillars. Every pillar, there is a walk around the production of it. There was no, the way up to that was not cut. But then the sculptures, everything was it. Just as the Perumal is Nindan, Yithan, Kedalan, 3 levels, there must have been something for this. So which we do not know what was the Gurumurthy inside, but then all the sculpture representations, everything is seen here is amazingly beautiful. There are 12 sculptures in this thing of highest quality. You see Brahma, you see Ishvara, you see again another Ishvara, and again one other Ishvara here, form of Ishvara. You have Skanda, Durga. Which are the sculpture of the person who made it, Narasimhavarma Pallava. So Narasimhavarma Pallava's portrait sculpture is also there. So it's amazing to see that the portrait sculpture almost very similar to that. And then when you go up the upper floor, you have lot of sculptures there. You just see like this only from down below, you can only imagine to see the bases alone. The entire portion of this, the sculptures are not seen. Actually, every sculpture is like this. What you see, this is the Vinada Krishna there. All these sculptures are, and there's a place to go around also at 2 levels in this particular Dharmadeva. Look at that outstanding beauty. Look at that Dakshinamurti in such a beautiful, serene composition. And then the next comes is the Arjuna. Arjuna is also a beautiful Ratha with a lot of sculptures. Center portion you have Indira with 2 Apsaras on this side and you have a Rishi on the other side and 2 guardians on the other side. Look at this. That's Shiva and Shiva reclining Rishabhantaka. Shiva reclining on the Shiva, on the Rishabhantaka. You have the celestials on the other side and the Dwarapala. Look at that. This is again on the other side. You have Mahavishnu as Garuda. That's also not complete. The Garuda. And Mahavishnu has put one leg on top of the Garuda as a really waiting for a takeoff. So that's also there. This you have the Rishabhantaka Shiva flanked by so many other celestials and Indira and all that. And above all that, there's a beautiful outlook of the same way. It is very natural and very beautiful. Coming to the Shiva temple, it's built on that. It's the first ever structural temple writing on the Quran. And that stone temple, every sculpture is crowded. Nothing you can make out, nothing is good. But then you have to appreciate how they have made a structural temple right on the shore. Today, of course, they have reclaimed the place and all. The seawater is just half a kilometer away. But earlier, when this temple was built, it was right on the shore. So, for thousands of years, the sea water was coming and hitting this day in and day out. And almost all the sculptures have been eroded beyond recognitions like this. We can't make out what was this sculpture. And whatever the sculptures are there is just you can make out something, nothing much. The rocks that you see there, it's supposed to be Nandis or Rishabhas. We can't make out. We have to see that it was Rishabha. All the sculptures of Prantika and so many other forms of Shiva are also here. Now we come to the next temple. This is the most beautiful structural temple of Kanchipuram, known as Kailasnatha temple. This Kailasnatha temple is in the heart of the Kanchipuram city. The main temple is dedicated for Kailasnatha Shiva, built by Rajeshwara. And it is not different temples all around as you find. Each structure like that is there is a temple, it's got a sanctum, there's a god there inside, and there's a place for you to sit and meditate on. Such 156 temples are seen all around this in the middle of the land. You have 8 temples. These were all the contributions from the family of the Rajeshwara to this. And the last 2 temples were built by his wife, and that's what you see here. Look at that beautiful temple. And inside the sanctum, you have the Shivalingam. Beneath that, you have the Somaskanda image. This was an introduction of Rajeshwara Pallava. All his temples from this time had this image of Somaskanda there. When we come inside the temple, this is the first Mukhamaya that we see there. This is not from what you see here, is what is sculpture of Durga Devi. Here's the other one. Did anybody make up? You will all be familiar if you see the top of hand. She is known as the Mukta. We call it as Jeshta Devi. Tamil Mu Devi. So that is the Devi. The sister of Mahalakshmi, she is Devi. Look at that. Look at the Durga, how elegant she stands there, with one leg right on the simmer and looking at the multiple arms that she has got. And look at that Jeshta. That was the original sculpture. All these temples, all these sculptures were made out of sandstone. And after doing the sandstone sculpture, sandstone doesn't have a big life. So what they did is Raja Pallava himself applied a layer of what you call the plaster. And then they covered it with plaster, light plaster. Painted. This temple was totally painted with colors. And it looked so beautiful and bright. Very colorful. Very colorful. All natural dyes were used in it. To tell you this grandeur of this temple, I will quote an incident. Pallavas and the Chalukyas were the art Chinese. After Rajeshwara having built this particular temple, it was nearly 60 years later. Vikramaditya from Chalukya came to destroy the Pallava civilization. By God's grace, he entered through this temple inside the Kanchipuram city. The first time that he set the eye was in this temple. He came to vengeance to destroy this particular temple. When he came there, saw the sculpture, the beauty, the color, everything. He was so shocked, amazed. He left this temple. He got in there. He made a shed. If everybody comes to this temple, that they went with capital punishment. And he gave so much of diligence to this temple. His 2 queens, Lokama Devi and Bailam Devi, both came along with him. Saw the part of this, they immediately summoned the architect from there, came along with him to Bhattachala, and they created the 2 other temples there in Bhattachala. So that was the greatness of this great temple. And such was the beauty of this temple. And it was amazing about this great temple. This is the Lakshmi on one side. Why I gave you this particular brief about this particular temple's greatness? This is now under AIC control. We have taken the shape, applied plaster on this. Look at the finish that they have done. Since it's done by AIC, we have no question here, we cannot question. It's unfortunate that these things have been allowed and people are continuing to do this. As an enthusiast, I am really paid to see these things. Now, this is the most beautiful sculpture of the Kailash temple, with Arjuna, Arjuna and Shiva fighting for the boy. Look at that sculpture. This is the most beautiful sculpture without the light plaster as it is in the sandstone, the sea here. Look at it, look at the sculpture, see the majesty of that and enjoy it. And this is another sculpture called the Lalata Tilakam. Shiva doing the dance of the Lalata Tilakam. This is some beautiful case of Bharavati. One sculpture division. The plasters, whatever you see, is the original plaster, which is still remaining because the color that is coated on top of it is not there. Look at this. This is again color from Gurumurthy. And this is the masterpiece of this Kailash temple. Dakshinamurthy panel. See the Dakshinamurthy. How beautiful panel with the four leading lines and it is supported. Look at that. Dakshinamurthy is seated so calmly under the banyan tree. We have the rishis on top. We have the food, snake by the side. Everything is there. The time of the place, there's a lot of people come and take rest also. You find the bag, everything hanging there. And look at that serenity. You have the lines. On one side, the deer at the foot of Dakshinamurthy, and the Sadaka rishis at the foot, hearing the silence as the knowledge, and they will get Gadat. And next comes the Sandhya Tandar. This is an outstanding sculpture that you see here, Sandhya Tandar. Just by the look of it, the sculpture, how captivating it is to see the sculpture. On one panel itself is so captivating. Look at that. The Sandhya Tandar, Shiva dancing the Sandhya Tandar. One side you have the Bhanasura playing the drum and the Ganas playing the musical instrument. And the other side, Parvati is very elegantly just watching the dance of Shiva. And the bull is also there by the side. How beautiful is this sculpture. The main sculpture is just seated and multiple hearts holding multiple weapons. Look at the dance. It's just on the ground. This particular motion or a Garuda is known as Garuda motion. Garuda or an animal, you see it, it sits in a place and takes off from there. It doesn't need a globe like that. It takes off from there. So it flappers the wing and takes off from there. So this dance, Shiva is seated like that. From there he gets up and takes off. So that beautiful action of the Karana is also beautifully explained in this Sandhya Tandar. Look at the way of Parvati. How elegantly she's standing with one folded leg, enjoying the dance of Shiva. And the Vishwavahana is also there, seen along with that. Again, the beautiful sculpture of Ganga Sarcharamurthy. Right at the top, you have a small depiction of Andhakasura. Look at the Ganga Sarcharamurthy. How beautifully he is releasing the Ganga. Parvati is angry, she doesn't want to look at Shiva. So he is pacifying her by getting the Ganga out of his magic glass. Look at that. From here, we move to Pandya country, where the Pandyas excavated a beautiful rock cut excavation in a place called Coimbatore is in the Uttar district, and it's a very beautiful temple. I don't know how many of you would have seen this particular temple or heard of this particular temple. Such a wonderful temple, scooped out of a live hill, like Ellora. What a beautiful, majestic temple. Totally scooped out of a live hill. ஒரு மலையை கொடுத்து அப்படியே கோயிலாக இருக்கும். Just as the 16 cave of the Ellora. This is called the Ellora of the South. Look at that. This is the hill. The hill is scooped out. They did it. Unfortunately, this is an unfinished temple. Why it's unfinished? They wanted to do this temple in full. Unfortunately, saw a crack coming up. So they abandoned it. Today, it's known in Tamil as Pallavas. And they attribute so many reasons for this. The father and son had a fight. The son killed the father killed the son. So it was Vijaya Nagar and the temple was unfinished. But actually, the reason is that there was a crack which had developed, and that crack was the reason for it to stop. Look at the sculptures here. What beautiful sculptures. Look at the shikara. And that's Dakshinamurthy. You've seen Dakshinamurthy seated even in Uttar Russia. Have you ever seen the Dakshinamurthy sitting and playing Mridanga? That's here. Dakshinamurthy. Very, very unusual sculpture. What is Mridanga got to do with Dakshinamurthy? Nobody knows. But here, the depiction of Dakshinamurthy in the Nadu Mridanga. And the bull by the side. Look at that. That's Brahma. Look at the beauty of Brahma. The three faces of Brahma. Brahma, very beautiful. And that's Uma and Shiva. How elegantly that Shiva is seated. Look at the way in which Uma is looking at Shiva's eyes. How beautiful depictions of the sculptures are there. In Vishnu, the much relaxed one. You always see Vishnu sitting like that. Here, he's very casually sitting with all the pressure in one hand and very relaxing. So this sort of relaxed mood of Vishnu is there. This is also an amazing sculpture that you see here. And this is also Shiva. I'm sorry, that's not Vishnu. I say it's Shiva in relaxed posture. And this is also the Parvati. Husband is so relaxed, wife is also equally relaxed. Look at the way she's seated, like our grandmother seated home. The same way she's seated. How beautifully it's been done. Look at that. The Bhutagaras, they are also happy. The mood of that happiness is seen everywhere. Now from here, we go to the next temple called the Tirumayam temple. Tirumayam is in Coimbatore district, a beautiful temple, a Pandya cave temple. This is for Satyapati. Such a huge excavation of Perumal in declining portion. Almost 30 feet in length. The entire Perumal is lying in 30 feet length, and this is called as Aditya. This is Yoga Nidra. Half close, understood what's happening there. This is the Anantasari. which is about 34 and 35 feet length, which is totally carved out of the natural rock formation. And this is the silent survey that we can see in this area. Adisesha, this temple, is seen as the protector of the god here, and he chases away Nadu and Kerala. How does he do? You see here. The entire wall is projected with so many gods and goddesses and the beautiful Saira of Vishnu. Right at the head of Vishnu, you have the Garuda and Chiriyat also by the side. So many rishis are meditating everywhere. You see that when the Madhukaitabha came to take away the Baba, Adisesha did not want to disturb Sperma. So he was furious. So he spits out venom, the fire, venom, and whatever you call it, to change the Venus. So when that Adisesha did that, all the Ayuda Purishas of Mahavishnu, Panchajanyu, then Sudarshanam, Kaumodaki, Nandakam, everything. That's the name of the islands of Mahavishnu. They also took their form and they started chasing them. And Kaitava. And that's what you see the Mother Kaitava being chased away. They are running for the life there. How beautifully this particular sculpture is depicted. This is the Pandyan architecture of the ancient. Now from here we move to the Gurumurthy temple of Coimbatore, which we saw in detail yesterday, and how beautiful the sculptures are there is what we saw there. And some of the sculptures are of amazing beauty, and I think I've given enough and more of talk on this yesterday. And from this Coimbatore, we come to the 10th temple of Rajaraja Chola. Rajaraja built this beautiful temple of a granite structure, wonderful temple of a granite structure in his capital city of Tanjavur. The Vimana of this temple stands 216 feet tall from the ground. And this is a 96 feet by 96 feet square sanctum, the double wall structure rising to the height of 260 feet. And this is totally built of granite, using 130,000 metric tons of granite, all borrowed from a place for Nathavale and other places, almost about 100 kilometers away from Punjab city. And they have built this particular temple. And this wonderful temple that was you see here was built within a span of 10 years. Everything in granite, architecturally one of the most wonderful temples, declared as World Heritage Site by the UNESCO, and that beautiful temple was built in the record time of 10 years. Today, they don't even do a flyer from this. Majestic. It's a square pyramidical thing going on the top. The top shikara itself is weighing about 78 metric tons. Of course, people say that it's a single stone of all, it's a bullshit story. It's multiple stones that have been kept there, and that is the brightness of that great temple. It stands to be tall and erect in spite of the 7 or 8 seismic activities that are taking place over the period of time there. Because it's a Kattumana problem. One stone placed over the other with the interlocking system, and thereby the entire seismic activities are taken care, it doesn't fall, crumble. And the entrance to this temple is, second entrance to this temple is called Rajaraja Temple. I think you want to go to this temple. எல்லாரும் போயிருக்கீங்களா? இந்த வாசல கட்ட போயிருக்கீங்களா? இதெல்லாம் பார்த்துருக்கீங்களா? என்ன பார்த்தீங்க? ஏதோ 2 பொம்மை நிக்குது, கை கால தூக்கிட்டு பார்த்துட்டு வந்தோம், அப்படியே பார்த்துட்டு போயிட்டீங்க இல்ல? You saw it as 2 different things standing there. Now you have to watch this. This is the greatness of the temple leaders. To see this Varapara, 16 feet tall, out of single granite stone they have made it. What is this grand priest-like person standing there, or not. When you see him, you know how mighty he is. What a powerful person he is. What powerful person he is. Do you know that? What a powerful person he is. Look at his leg there. He's standing on his knee. That snake is swallowing an elephant. You know what is the size of an elephant? ஒரு யானை எவ்வளவு பெருசு? அந்த யானை ஒரு பாம்பு இருக்கும். அதான் பாம்பு எவ்வளவு பெருசா இருக்கு. அந்த பாம்பை this fellow is putting his leg on top of the snake and he's stamping a worm. ஒரு flow in how mighty he is. You know, so you can imagine how mighty this man is. This mighty man telling you, my dear friend, you are entering the temple of the God. You are entering the temple of God. Reveal of yourself. Once you are prepared, you go inside, it is Anandam. Vishmaya Mudra. So we fail to understand all these aspects that are inculcated in them. We see them as two huge demons standing there. We don't even want to look at them. We want to go to the temple, see the Garbhagriha, just have one round, chat, take as many pictures as possible, selfies as possible, and get back. They are not fools who were built 7,000 years ago. For you to be a selfie, you should understand that. Let's talk some of the rich heritage of our country. And how much we have got to offer. We fail. We fail. Because our parents have not taught us. Our syllabus has not taught us. We fail. Don't you know that we are responsible for taking our heritage right? I'm sorry to say this. Look at the sculptures there. Be it the Vijaya Nagar or Agora Shiva. Again, people mistake this to be Dwarapalata. This is actually an Ayuda picture. It's called the Shakti. He's carrying the Shakti Ayuda in his hand. This side here, Kalasamharamurthy, Nataraja, Chandrasekharamurthy. Again, these two are the other Ayuda Purushas. A lot of people mistake them to be Dharapalas. They are on the outer wall of the main sculpture. Wonderful sculptures there. Shankara Narayana, Lingam Bhava, and again Satyajamurthy. And all these sculptures are of excellent quality. Now from Pallavas, we saw the Pandyas to the jewelers. The jewelers refined in this temple of what about this Rajanadeshwar. You prophets Rajanadeshwar, you should see another father refinement. We come to the temple of Coimbatore, built by Rajendra Chola, son of Raja. It's a beautiful temple, same lines he was writing. His center has 120 feet by 122. That was 96, but that is 120. So he wanted to make it huge, or he wanted to make architecture, I don't know. But this tower is only 186 feet. Already short of the Radeshwar temple. But he called that as a masculine structure. Straight line of pyramid. Here, it's more delicate and beautiful with all the contours. It's such a beautiful temple of Nirvana of the Gangai Kunchi. Look at that Gangai Kunchi. How beautiful the Nirvana is there. This is what somebody asked me yesterday when they built the temple or something. I told the entire frontal portion of this was broken by the Britishers to build a dam there. Look at that elegant tower, Vimana of the Gangai Kunchi. It's only stone sculptures. And that's the great Maharashtra, the gods of the See Mahalakshmi, how beautiful she is there. Look at that. She is there, seated on the lotus, on a Padmasana. This Padmasana. The elephants are there both sides. And also doing the Rajana. When the elephants come to the water is full. If the water is full, the rain is there. When the rain is there, it's already prosperity, fertility, everything is in mind. So she is the goddess of prosperity, and that's all the clouds are shown. The rain bearing clouds are pouring the water. The elephants have come to take the pots of water to bathe this great Mahalakshmi there. How wonderfully they imagine and look at that. Amazingly beautiful. Antaralishwara Mahavishnu, Vishnu calls her Sri Devi. And this is wonderful sculpture of Nataraja. I don't know if you have seen this, observed it. Now, probably if you would have gone there also, you would have seen this statue of Nataraja and come on. Something more than that. If you see this statue of Nataraja, you are here to understand so many beautiful things. As a part, you see like this, and you see the close up of it. Well, here you have Parvati standing by the side, reclining on the boat, watching you. This side you have the Vanasura playing the Kudapura. That side you have Ganapati and Subramanya on their mountains. Down below are the beautiful girls. You'll find Kali there. Nataraja did the dance between Kali. You know the great poet Karika Lavana? She prayed to God to pay her. Give me a skeletal body. Let me play the cymbal whenever you are dancing. So that Karika Lavana is also given here, playing the cymbals. What beautiful! All these happens in a kshetra called Tiruvalangadu. Tiruvalangadu is the place where Nataraja defeated Kali by dance. How is Tiruvalangadu? Why do you say it is Tiruvalangadu? Look at that Alamaram behind. Nataraja is dancing with the Alamaram behind. Where the Kali and Nataraja had the duet. And look at the Alamaram, it's so much birds, insects, the handbag being hanging there, everything. And look at that Nataraja, how beautifully he dances. Perfectly suiting the beautiful Devaram of Assam. பொற்பாதமும் காணப்பெற்றால் மனித பிறவி பெய்தவரே இவ்வாறு. That's what Karikalan says. Manita Periveda, she's there. Such beautiful depiction of Nataraja cannot find any other temple in a sculpture like this. Another one, another constituent of this great religion. This is the Chandeshwara Gurumurthy. Shiva blesses Chandeshwara by putting the Kundrai Malai to Kundrai around this. Chandeshwara was a Bhakta whose father, when he was doing Shiva Puja, father came to disturb it. Without moving his father, he threw the axe from him, and the father's leg was cut. He didn't know that it was father, and he had cut his leg, he was completing the puja. So Shiva blessed him and gave him the Chandeshwara Padaki. That's to look after be in charge of all these things, Shivavedas. So that's Chandeshwara. The Chandeshwara, Anugraha Murthy. Shiva is giving the other person, asking him to take the position of the temple charge option. That is called as Chindesu. The every prasadam which is offered at Shiva is brought back and Brahmajan is covered at Chindesu. This is prasadam. And everything, whatever donations are made to the Shiva temple is made through the hands of Chindesu. Even the inscriptions talk about it. So that Chindesu, look at that Shiva. How majestic and beautiful is there. Look at that, very close up of that. Look at the size of Shiva. Look at the size of Bali. A same stone with two different shades in color is beautifully utilized. Parvati is fair, Shiva is dark. Normally it is the other way around, but it's here like this. And that beauty is brought, natural stone color is brought out from it. Look at the hairdress. Look at the beauty of ornaments, everything that Shiva has. Look at the smile in his face and how he is going to. Amazingly beautiful Shiva. Look at that. And that's the Vijaya Saraswati. She's the God of knowledge. She's got the third way of knowledge. Everything that's beautiful Saraswati. What a serene face. The sculptures, what we saw in Gandheshwara temple, to that of Ganga temple, has multifold increase in beauty, grace, and elegance. Now we come to the next temple of Dharasana. Dharasana is again a beautiful temple built by Rajaraja II in a place called Dharasana, which is close to Coimbatore. Originally, this temple was called as Rajarajeshwaram. This is also that Rajaraja built it. Rajaraja II built it, and this was called as Rajarajeshwaram. That Rajarajeshwaram in later years became as Dharasana. Look at that temple. Beautiful temple, beautiful mandapa right in front, and horses and elephants pulling it. Look at that Rajagambhira mandapa. Rajagambhira is the name of the Rajaraja II. So this mandapa was named as Rajagambhira, one of the most beautiful mandapas in this world. Look at that beautiful temple, majestic temple, such a huge one. The Vimana stands there, the Rajagambhira mandapa, and the entrance are also there, and Gurumurthy also there. And the temple is taken over, where it is maintained, and now it's been declared as a World Heritage Site by the UNESCO. The sculptures are of remarkable quality. Remarkable quality is remarkable. Now, when you see this, what can you make of it? Ardhanari Shiva. It's Ardhanari of the four gods. Brahma, Vishnu, Ishvara, and Surya. Four faces with their concert is what is called as Ardhanari. It's called as Matmanda Vairava. Matmanda Vairava is okay. Look at that. It's Ardhanari form of, you have the Pasham, the drum, everything, all the attributes for Vishnu, Shiva, and Brahma in one. And you have the beautiful, the Surya space is represented as a halo, and this one and the only sculpture is work of this quality available, and this Ardhanari Matmanda Vairava is available only in Dharasana. In no other temple, nowhere in the world, you can see this wonderful sculpture. Look at that. It's again Vairava. Three-faced Vairava. With Agni Jvala Makutam. And the snakes as his ornaments. What a beautiful representation of this guy. Veerabhadra, again a form of Shiva. And again, it's a very, very interesting sculpture where you see three faces It's Brahma and Shiva together. We have seen Shiva and Vishnu together as very rare, but here Brahma and Shiva, the three cases are there. One side you have the Shiva, other side is the commander. One hand is called the Rudraksha, and the other hand is called the Prabhu. So it's Brahma and Shiva together in one form. Again, a very rare representation that you could see. Maybe you call it as Brahma Dakshinamurti. Again, a beautiful splendid out of the Cholas. And this is again the Ganga Devi in Saturday. Look at the smile in her face. Look at the elegance with which she stands. It's beautiful granite sculpture. All these coastal sculptures in this temple are made of granite in highly polished manner. Now come to this month of the Ganga mountain. You have 86 pillars. Every pillar is different. Barring the 6 or 8 pillars in the front, every pillar is geometrically designed. They don't look identical. All pillars are different. It's the Yadi pillar, the Kadan pillar, very intricately done. Look at the garments in this pillar. So beautiful. Get to some other building. You know what is the size of this building? You will be shocked to see. That is the size. This is the size. That size they have made a Ganesha. And further in these pillars, they made another Shivanaka Murti which is even smaller than that size. Such is the wonderful sculptures and Ganesha, which is almost half this size. What work of art is there in this temple? The pillars are so beautiful in this temple. Now coming to sculptural value, again, it's nothing to compare to. This is Kamadharana Murti of Shiva. It is a lady, advanced stage of pregnancy. She is going for a labor. Look at the way the other 2 ladies are assisting her and taking her to the labor room. How beautifully a social life is being predicted here. Look at this. Actually, fun. Look at that lady. When you closely see, she doesn't have a human face, she's got a donkey's face. This man, old man, is going behind it. What does it convey? Even if you are old, nothing hurts your body. Even the girl, if there's a lady who's like a donkey, men go behind her. Your friends, they all say, okay man, you can do that. You can do whatever you want. You are quite good. This sort of an attitude was existing even in those days. That's what has been brought in here. So this is an acrobatic scene. One face, to one side you see, again upper side and that side. One face with 3 legs, again. Every inch of this temple is dedicated with such beautiful sculptures. And this temple is known for one great thing. The entire Periya Purana is sculpted around this temple in miniatures. You should walk, have a production of this temple. See every sculpture by them. You can understand the entire landmark story. It starts with this great story of That's the one. These are all the This is that Kumbhaliya Kalyanama was born in Tirukadavu. Was doing the Kumbhaliya interview for Tirukadavu story. When this came to Tirukadavu, when they saw that Linga had possessed him, Once a lady was carrying a pot of water and coming to offer. Suddenly, when she came up, the dress that she was wearing, or once her dress fell down. So Shiva did not want to see that child. Then it fell down. So the king remained bed. There was no way to get it done. So then they get this CDV and then they say, the square and I am not getting it. How can he do it? He said, I don't know. How can I do it? He ties a noose around his neck and that Shivalingam. And he throws to that. As he pulls out, every pull that he makes, the noose tightens. The Shiva comes back to small. This happened in the place called Tirupalli. That's been done here in sculpture. This is again a wonderful sculpture of Tirupalli. Sutaramutti Nayanar and Chairman Perumal Nayanar came to visit Tiruvayar. They came to Tiruvayar walk. Kaveri was in spades and floods. There was no place for them to go. So he stayed back in Tirupalli, the other back of Kaveri. From there he shouts, "Oh Shiva, I have come to see you." The oath of Sundaramurti Nayanar was carried by one Ganesha to Shiva. Om Ekta Vinayaka. It's still there in the Ramayana. So after that, Shiva says, "Oh Kaveri, you give a part to me." That Sundaramurti and Chairman showed to me for my darshan. The Kaveri gives way. Sundaramurti and the Chairman walk into this. We have heard of this great Moses taking over the White Sea and all that, parting with the Red Sea. It happened here. That's what it's got to see. All these entire Periyapura sculptures are there. And coming to the great Vijaya Nagar. So that's almost the end of the Chola era which we see. So we come to the Vijaya Nagar sculpture of the 15th century. The knights who ruled over Nadu built the most beautiful temples. The came there was hardly any scope for them to build temples. Already Tamil Nadu was existing with full of temples. So they had to do only expansion. The scope of building new temples was not at all there. They introduced the concept of Gopuram. And these temples had big Gopuram. Today we call this as Radha Gopuram. Actually, these were known as Raya Gopurams. The Rayas built these Gopurams. That's why it is called as Raya Gopuram, which later got converted as Radha Gopurams. These were known as Radha Gopurams. Why we call it Radha Gopurams? Originally called the Raya Gopurams. And they renovated these temples very much, expanded these temples by adding different mandabas and Kalya mandabas, Vasanta mandabas, and so on. And they also created a lot of endowments to conduct the festivals and pujas in this temple. Look at that. That's a beautiful the tower of Rajagopuram, South Rajagopuram, the temple with the Terminal Nagar. This is the basement diagram of the Tirupalli temple. And this is for the Sri Radha. All these were contributions of our guys. Just like beautiful Mandala. This is from Pudiviyanagar. Should I continue or the right time? I think afterwards. I think, am I closing the time or should I go for another 10 minutes? So this is the beautiful Manga and Bhakti that you see in the Coimbatore. Look at that grand Manmala, the beautiful restaurant, how buxom, beautiful she is. Look at that face, jumpy, bulky, all these sculptures that you saw in Chola, Pallava, comparatively you come to this, you have to walk through. You have to analyze it. See this, how these sculptures are. They're not ugly. They are beautiful in their own way. But you should not compare that and this. This is evolving to a different style under Vijaya Nagar. Look at that. All the, what do you call it, the ship partners, the moving, Vishnu came as moving, and all the rishis went behind these movies, attracted by the beauty and the proximate beauty of this movies. How beautifully they are. This cultural evolution has taken a different shape in these 9 paintings. Look at that. You know what is this sculpture from the Temple of the Nadu? This is Mahabharata sculpture. You see this karma. How do you see this karma? Is holding the Nagastra in his hand. Karna holding the Nagastra. And this side, you have the hunter and the famous hero. Coming to another temple called Sri Ramakrishna in the Nadu district. You have beautiful sculptures of Rama. What a beautiful representation of Rama you see here. Rama is put a hand around Anjanya. One side is Sugriva watching on it. So without care, Rama has put a hand around Anjanya. Anjanya takes it with a bow. Very humble. It's a plaza. That's India. Whereas here, look at the way in which Rama has put a hand over Sugriva. Sita is also very sad. You see the contrast of the body language, you think there, how beautifully it is depicted. Look at Rama. How majestic, how intricately it's done. That's Rama. Now, if you see closely, there is a strong coordination with this. All these Vijaya Nagar sculptures have become rustic, then very delicate like waterfalls. They introduce the rock elements into this so that it reaches everywhere. Even the Kalaigalamode and the what do you call makeup, Ade Alangar makeup. This is again from a temple called Krishna. Here, the sculptures are beautiful. Unfortunately, very different. This is a Kaivan, or what do you call it? Kaivan Chulama, Veeran. Already, ஓடுறாங்க அவங்க ஓடும் போது என்ன பண்றாங்கன்னா அந்த மேல துணியை போட்டிருக்காங்க அந்த துணி காத்துல பறக்குது அவன் மூச்சு வெளியில தெரிஞ்சிச்சு ஊருக்கு தெரியக்கூடாது அவன் தோல் தூக்கி வச்சுட்டு போவாங்க. She's having a dupatta like. The dupatta is just fluttering and that reveals the face. How beautiful is that? Again, Bhakti Devi. எல்லாமே நீங்க பாத்தீங்கன்னா அந்த தெருக்கூத்துக்குள்ளான அந்த நகைகள் ஆபரணங்கள் அந்த வடிவமைப்பு எல்லாம் அப்படியே வருது. Again from the Sri Rama temple. Look at the mustache, Misha. Marvar Misha சொல்றாங்க. இந்த மாதிரி மீசைகள் and that temple God sculptures are also made beautiful. Paramadhanada, Venkatanathar, Ulahalanathanatha, All these sculptures are also beautiful. Now we come to the famous Coimbatore Mandapam of the Vijaya Nagar. Sundareswara temple, Mandala, the Coimbatore Mandapam, 25 different sculptures of Lord of Shiva in different forms. So that Maheshwar are seen here. What you see there is the Rishabha Road of Mukti. This is again Veerabhadra and Visharana. And the most outstanding sculpture of this is the Nadu. This is the famous sculpture that you see in the Murthy temple. Sundareswara, Madam Meenakshi, and Mahavishnu giving the curve to the hand of Shiva. Massive temple called the Hindu Jagadeeshwara temple. This temple had a beautiful mandapa. This is the mandapa. This has the mandapa. Yali mandapa they call it. Yali mandapa and Kudra mandapa they call it. Every pillar is decorated with a horse rider, Yali, Ganyali or Simayali or whatsoever it is. Every pillar has got something. You know, Yalis. You have Simayali. Yali means again, it's got a famous Sima, it's called Simayali. Another one has got a trunk, it's called as Gadayali. And you have the horses, as usual. This is the Gadayali. Again, the horse. How intricately they have done that. Over the horse, designs, everything is so beautifully intricate. And look at how beautiful and intricately they have done that. Pillars, amazing quality. Now we move from there. I will, let's say, Janakadeshwara pillars, the Yali pillars are of the outstanding quality. From there, we come to Trichy. Srinagar temple, you have a beautiful place called Gurumurthy, or we call it Achutala. Horses. You find Indian horses, not the Yalis. Amazing work of art in art. Look at that majestic horse. How intricately they have done that. How beautifully they have. Even the design of the ropes that they are holding it. And from there we come to the Nagars. They always had the habit of giving their own portrait sculptures. This is from the temple called Sri Vishnu. There we have the portrait sculpture of the knight along with the store rights. What is so great about this portrait sculpture? Look at that tiger with the office rights on either side who is given the process. That's what is right. How beautiful she is. How elegantly she stands there. What sort of jewelry, everything that she's wearing. Look at the jewelry that she's wearing. All the details that they are. Look at the hairstyle. How beautiful Sheda she's wearing. The all that. Look at the tight fitting dress, sari. How beautiful they are. Now look at that sculpture of this lady. What you saw in Punjab, Pallavas, compare it to this sculpture is different from that. This is more human-like, more natural-like, or that was more natural. You cannot say it. Both were natural. First events were excavated and slender, today they are bulky. Can you see that? Whatever it is, they are two different ways of representation and everything is shown. Finally, I would like to conclude with the presentations of the sculptures from my own Coimbatore temple where I have a beautiful Kalisa with the Agate Nagar And this is the those old sculptures that you see. Alkar around the Ganapati. And Shanmukha. And Kali. What a wonderful representation of Kali. Right above that is the wonderful kind of Murthy, Shiva. Shiva took his leg up the head, and Kali had to bow down. And look at that, that's all the way around. This is that big shot of the Murthy, and this is the kids of the world. God will give a signal around. Look at the 8 arms of this Gesumara Murthy. And whatever you find like in a shell, that's the scheme of the elephant which is stone, and 4 legs as you can see. Amazingly beautiful sculpture of the 17th century Max in Coimbatore. Sort of technical architecture and sculptural art has evolved in a very beautiful manner in this Tamil country over 1,400 years. And the different kingdoms incorporating and giving up some aspects in the process of refinement. It is not only compared as to what is better, what is worse. They are all the work that stand today to cause great Indian heritage and culture. All these great works were executed by one particular community of Vishwakarmas, known as the Pallavas. Means for their glory, but as a great samarpan emerging from the Vedas, Shilpa Shastras, everything, they have made these beautiful sculptures and temples of forgiveness. They pronounced to the great kings as the Pallavas who have given us this great treasure. Let us all enjoy and appreciate as friends who says of greatness of the country. Thank you. Good question and good question.
பல்லவர் ஆட்சி காலம் முதல் விஜயநகர ஆட்சி காலம் வரை என்னும் தலைப்பில் பல்வேறு தகவல்களை விளக்கி உரை வழங்கிய திரு குருமூர்த்தி ஐயா அவர்களுக்கு நன்றி.